Oh. Why did I just look at that? Look at the tattoo.
Classic.
I feel like you'd get that.
You want to know if something that big and that scary is
All right.
there. Why?
Joseph, I'm going to show you something.
In what circumstance would I ever be
All right.
that deep in the ocean?
I think so.
Might as well be outer space, I think, is why, right? It's like this planet
Welcome.
we live on, but it's
I'm going to show Joey a leaked picture of Robert Downey Jr.
And this is official?
It's leaked. We don't know. Could be fake. I think it's real. Because it seems real.
Well, we haven't explained
But you guys out there will see it. And I'm going to show Joey.
Hey everyone, it's me, Joey, and you're watching the Council of Comics.
We're getting first reactions here. What do you think, Joey?
Bug in America. And America's actually pretty big. Maybe that's just not a good example. America's huge.
Do they still, like the Congo, the stuff they find in the Congo is
It's terrifying.
I don't like that at all.
Interesting.
Something and then you
Why?
see it, like a video of it, and you're like, that looks like terrifying.
I just
Like, watching
don't.
a photo dive and run,
I mean,
they eat people.
first of all, I think the suit kind of stinks.
They don't
I know it's blurry.
They don't do it right away.
But it just feels very flat.
They don't do it right away though. What they do is they
You know, we're going to have to
in their
do
saliva.
this somewhere else.
It's-
Come on,
it's
Joey.
toxic, so you die slowly. And it just and literally they don't change.
Good
it.
God.
They change
Bring your chair.
slow motion change, 'cause they know you're not gonna you're not gonna work, so they slowly start to
Jeez. Where were we, Joey?
Talk about this Robert Downey Jr. first look. So the thing on the center, he's supposed to be
It's like an arc reactor,
right. It's supposed to be an arc reactor. I'm guessing because he's supposed to be the. I guess in this multiverse, things didn't go so well for Tony because it's supposed to be Tony Stark. It's not supposed to be Victor,
Well, he is Doctor Doom,
but he's Tony Stark.
but he's not Tony Stark.
What?
Yeah.
So
in
so he's
name,
Victor.
in name. So there's theories that he gets adopted by the Von Dooms because his parents get killed, and he ends up being a Von Doom. That's why he's Victor Von Doom.
So he doesn't even necessarily have an arc reactor in his chest.
I think it is an arc reactor.
So even if it's he's a part of he's a part of a different family, the same thing happened to him, and he gets a piece of shrapnel launched into his chest, and like how is it gonna? Because what I thought it was gonna be was it was gonna be a like they do so very often is like the same thing happened, but how this character chose to turn this into a good thing, or this is what they chose to turn it into like a bad thing, and this is the other way he went with it. But because besides that arc reactor,
I think the suit fits with the MCU. It's
Okay.
more superior
right,
Iron Man
right,
than
right,
Doctor
yeah.
Doom. You know what I mean?
But he's just gonna be that's it. He's just gonna be older Tony. That's an asshole. I don't know. I feel like that's really lame. This is also I apologize, guys. This is also from somebody that was really looking forward to a good Doctor Doom in the cinematic universe. Real Doctor Doom, Victor Von Doom. If they want to go this route, fine. You just have to. I mean, not fine, but you'd want them to turn it into something. If it's just going to be
rushed.
like, yeah.
It's a bit rushed, considering Alright, so with Thanos, we knew about Thanos leading up from phase 1, 2, and 3.
Right. There's no menacing.
Yeah.
Because Kang
because
got
that whole Kang thing messed it up. But now we're only going to get him in Fantastic Four probably at the end. And then Doomsday.
very rushed.
So it's very rushed for a Thanos level villain.
Yeah. It's very rushed. I don't know.
He's supposed to have his own team of Avengers though.
Okay.
Like evil versions of. I won't call them evil versions. I'm gonna call them because I don't think he's necessarily an evil person in this movie.
So what do you
I
think?
think
He's
he's
like
just trying
Injustice
to save
Superman?
the multiverse. Remember how Doom was in Secret Wars?
Yeah.
He was fighting. It was Doom. Yeah, Doom was evil, but he was saving the multiverse.
Well, so it's going to be a whole in his eyes. He's saving the
Yes.
through no matter what means. It's like Injustice Superman, where he decides to kill and he turns everything into a regime to make everybody safer.
Yeah.
Even though it's through evil means, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So it's been done. It's been done before. I just also the big thing with me and Doom is like I feel like Doom shouldn't really take his mask off, and they like in Robert's contract he's going to want to take his mask off.
Yeah, he has to
But
have
why?
the mask on
But
mostly, man.
yeah,
If he does not
if
have
he
the mask
doesn't, it's
on
going to
mostly,
be that's bad.
you know that's the one thing I have a problem with people with them that make movies. You already know what's gonna make people upset.
Yeah.
You already know. We're gonna do Doctor Doom. Okay, you know if he doesn't have that mask on, them fans are gonna get pretty wild. All right, cool. First thing we're gonna do, lose the mask.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
like you're not going to tell me like and there could be different levels to this. Like there could be he just comes in with the mask, you see him with the mask, he takes the mask off, he never wears the mask again. That's happened before.
Mhm.
There's also levels where, which also pissed me off, was Tom Holland, where like every time had to have like a conversation with somebody, or just like anytime he had a second, and this is after Civil War. Civil War, I feel like he always had the mask on when it needed to be. But you know, especially when he had the Stark suit, mask always came off. Mask always came off. After he landed here, mask came off, and it was just
because
like
it has to be his face.
It has to be his face. His face.
In the
needs to
comic
be-
book, he doesn't take his mask off like that.
at all. At all, he takes his mask.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Like
Yeah.
I feel like it shouldn't.
But even when he's in a skyscraper in the comic and he wants to eat a cheeseburger, it's up to here.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I
feel
mean?
like
And
if you're
so there
making
could be
these
levels.
movies, you need to make them right. And I don't feel like just because he's a famous actor or some that they should
No.
have like, okay, you got this famous actor. Well, we have to show his face. What?
No, yeah.
Like
shout outs.
you've already destroyed the character.
Right,
like,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's not Doom. And I know it's not supposed to be traditional Doom, but it's like people still have an expectation of what Doom should act like and should look like,
Mhm.
even if it's not traditional Doom. Like, shout outs to Carl Urban being the best Judge Dredd ever. Refused to take his mask off. Said,
Yeah.
that's not the character. The character would he didn't
Never
Stallone
take
it.
him off.
He didn't Stallone it.
Yeah.
That mask stayed on. You know what
Or
I
what
mean?
they did
Like,
with Snake Eyes.
yeah, Snake Eyes.
Like,
Well,
no,
until
we
the
gotta have
third
his
one.
whole face. We gotta have the actor's whole face. Like,
yeah.
no, you start off the Snake Eyes movie with him being in Vietnam or whatever war that he's in. He goes to save somebody, and something goes wrong, and his face gets disfigured.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beginning of the movie.
Mhm.
He loses his voice. He's a mute. Now you have to figure out how to create a great story with a
Right.
mute character.
Right.
Like, why can't you do this?
Yeah. And that's how you make a movie that's unforgettable, by the way.
Oh my
But-
God.
This is the only,
All right.
you know what I mean?
I
Like,
got something else for you.
there's more.
So that's that.
And also, I don't like that he's just like, he's just a traditional old white dude look. It's just like, long hair, goatee, salt and pepper. Not even salt and pepper, just salt.
Salt and pepper shakes. All right, I'm going to show you another leaked image. I'm more of this is real.
Do you think this is real?
Yeah.
This one you mean? Okay.
Yeah, this one's real, I think. But, you guys are seeing it up there. I'm going to show Joey. It is Jason Momoa as Lobo.
This is legit. Is it like a
It's another leak.
photo?
We don't know. Yeah, it could be a set photo. There's a couple shots.
Well, first thing I'd say is it's not really a space bike.
That's if that's his super
You know what I
bike.
mean? It's just a regular bike but green. Not really a space bike. I mean,
How do we turn this into a space bike? Give me some green paint.
yeah. Give me some green paint. We're gonna, I mean, all right. It's about what I thought he'd look like, I guess.
Are we being unfair?
Are we being unfair?
Like, with the Robert Downey with this,
No.
with like seeing these leaked
I don't-
shots and not seeing in the context of a
I
movie.
see. Well, yeah, listen. You could still get the. Thank you. You could still get the gist of what you're about to from a leaked photo. If these are true leaked photos, you can get the gist of what you can expect. All right. If this is a real leaked photo, you can pretty much expect that, like, all right, he's gonna look like this.
He looks like the Crow.
He 100% looks like Crow. Yeah, of course he does. Yeah, I mean, like, they didn't do anything with his like.
Like, okay, he's
Yeah,
got
actually, you
he's
know
got
what?
the jacket on, right?
Yeah, but even
And
that,
I'm like, but every Lobo that I've seen in the comics,
his arms are always
his
showing.
arms are, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
Well,
that was one of the biggest things about Momoa being Lobo too, is the fact that he can get ripped.
Yeah.
And he would
Go
fill it.
all out,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing? Like, sometimes I feel you guys get so conservative
You know what this
about
looks like?
stuff. Just go all out.
You know what this looks like? This looks like they got the same jacket he wore in the Minecraft movie, spray painted it, and just put him back on set. Like-
Give him a kiss.
Oh,
Kiss-
the old
kiss-
emblem there. Kiss makeup, the emblem. And it's just like, oh, he's good. I mean, honestly, he looks like.
Like, I want to see Lobo show up on his big fragging bike
Yeah.
with a cigar in his mouth, with the chains, with the cutoff. You know, make it look like 90s. Make it look like 90s. He's in space.
Yeah.
Like, he could have came down to Earth, saw the 90s thing, left, and just kept rocking that. He can do that.
Mhm.
But,
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, and because Lobo's a 90s character.
Yeah.
So, yeah, make him 90s. Make him nice. Go nuts.
He came out before the 90s, but he
came into his own in the
came
90s.
into his own.
Yeah.
The Lobo that we know him as now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can clearly see that. Why not just go all in with it? I'm sure Momoa would be fine with it. I don't know.
Then at least, like, are we complaining too much? You know?
Was that?
Are we complaining too much?
I think we'd be complaining too much if things were going really good and we're still complaining. Things aren't
I
really
agree.
going too good. Things
I
haven't
agree.
been going good for a little while now.
Yeah.
So I don't I'm not
Not impressed.
no, like and you know what, it's like obviously it's for different reasons, but it's the same problem. It's like you guys, these directors, and I know this is such a annoying talking point to even keep saying, but these directors and writers and producers, the stories are made, the characters are made. Like, do you really need more? Like, do you understand how bad you have to be at your fucking job? I'm so sorry, bro.
2 in the jaw.
Turn the jar. Do you understand how bad you have to be at your job?
I don't know
Like,
why
you
they
know
make
what
it
I
so
mean?
difficult,
Like,
honestly.
and especially when our technology is at the peak
Mm-hmm.
of what it has ever like we could do anything with.
Their excuse, though, we don't want to tell the same story. You realize?
Why do you think people are going to theaters, you jerks?
You realize the percentage of people who have actually read the comic book story is very, very small
Very small.
compared to the movie audience.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And I got news for you. The people that read the comics just want to see it on screen.
yeah.
They're not just like, oh, this, like, they may be saying, oh, this same old thing again when they're reading the same story on a comic
Yeah.
book form.
Then we got to explain to them, no. The comic book was better.
Yeah,
Trust me, the comic book was better. They
Yeah.
did this in the comic book. They did this in the comic book, but the average moviegoer is just like, nah, this is crap.
You know how many times?
And you ruin it for the rest of the
you
time.
ruin it, and you're ruining any future potential fans too. You know how many times I got to like tell people, like, listen, I know you like X-Men First Class, but that's not even half as good as what real like X-Men First Class is dog water compared to.
You should have did X-Men First Class. Young Cyclops, young
Yeah.
Beast, young Jean. You should have did that. But no. They know better. They know better than we do, Joseph.
Dude, it's crazy.
We who have
It's-
been reading the comic books for decades.
It's and they do that, and they do the same thing with video games too. By the way, the person that made that Halo show didn't play the Halo games at all, and said, I want to do my own thing. Butchered the character of Master Chief, which is probably about as easy of a character as you can make, honestly. And I'm surprised the show got a second season, but like it it's not what people want to see. People want to see your version of characters because guess what? You're not as intelligent as you think you are, and and people don't care about what you would go to the movies to see. There's a reason why these characters are already popular.
Yeah.
Just like every it's the same thing with like the Phoenix movie. Like the Phoenix movie was like
Dark Phoenix?
yeah, it's like Dark Phoenix was like that. It's like no, please
No,
don't.
that's not
don't,
Dark
don't.
Phoenix.
It's not Dark Phoenix. And that's what I'm gonna say about this Doctor Doom. Honestly, no matter how they frame it, and if it's not the real Doctor Doom or whatever, this is gonna be a lot of people's first introduction to Doctor Doom, and it's not gonna be the right introduction to the character.
Yep.
So
That's it.
yeah, and honestly, like I told you, me and my girlfriend are watching the Phases again, the Marvel movies. Now I'm not gonna know how I feel about this because I just watched Iron Man 1 and 2 and I was just like, dang, like Iron Man 1, 2, Avengers, it's like this is special, and it's just like now now Robert Downey's coming back. It's like, how's this gonna feel? Like.
Yeah.
So.
We're gonna see, Joseph. Still have faith in the Russos.
Yeah, I love the Russos, and I feel like if anybody can do something good,
this is gonna be a tough one.
This is gonna
be a tough one.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and obviously it depends on how they want to portray the character, and depends on, and I'm sure Robert Downey can do anything, and he's an amazing actor, but it's still not going to be the character that we want to see.
Indeed. So you guys, let us know what you think of the leaked photos. Leave it down in the comments. We've got a year to go. We got Thunderbolts coming up. We got Fantastic Four coming up, and we'll see how it is.
Is that the only two until Doomsday?
Till Doomsday.
Dang, so this
is it.
The only thing that can really set up for it is Fantastic
Four. We'll see. I know. I'm sorry. I know, but it's real tough to get excited right now. It's real tough.
And if listen, I'm not saying if you are excited, you're wrong, but I don't know how else to say it. It's just a really hard pill to swallow,
But we'll see how it goes. Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you, Joseph.
The brightest day. Where are the heroes?